Two things. I kept the Peak Design Everyday Backpack because it grew on me and I actually like it now, and I needed the extra space for my first drone. This is the DJI Mini 2 and this is my first impression of it. You guys ready? Let's get to it. So the DJI Mini 2 is a 4K 249 gram drone that fits in the palm of your hand, and it is awesome. It comes in two separate configurations, one being the Fly More combo and the other just being the standard. The Fly More combo comes with 2 extra batteries, a charging hub for all 3 batteries, but it only charges them one at a time, a carrying case, and extra propellers. If you don't buy the Fly More combo, fear not, because you can still charge the 1 battery that it comes with inside the drone. The drone actually has a USB-C port built right into it. The Fly More combo comes in at $600 and the standard package comes in at $449 to start. Another thing is, if you're thinking about buying it but not spending the extra $150 on the Fly More combo, I guarantee you're already gonna be looking at batteries after your first flight, because I looked at spare batteries and I have 3 of them. An hour and a half when you're getting used to this drone is not a lot of flight time, especially considering that this drone starts warning you that the battery is almost empty at 50%. Being that this is a first impressions video, I'm not gonna bombard you with all the specs of this drone. It's tiny, it doesn't weigh anything, it shoots in 4K, the gimbal works great on it, and that's pretty much all you need to know. The controller is awesome, but the battery life isn't that great on it. The battery life on the batteries themselves for the drone isn't that great either, because it's not actually half an hour like it says that it is. It's more like 20 minutes and then everything starts going haywire. The drone starts trying to return to home. The controller starts beeping. I don't know why DJI made it that the drone starts going insane at 50% battery, but in my opinion and where I'm from, 50% is not low battery, that's half battery. Low battery is more like 20%. Then maybe start the alarm at 10%. Don't start the alarm at 20%. That's 6 minutes of our flight time out of a half an hour battery. That's insane to me. I don't want to be too nitpicky, and I don't really want to trash the thing. I really like this drone in almost every way except that battery alarm thing, and the fact that you can't disable the return to home function no matter what you do. If I wanted my drone to just fly straight up and go back to wherever I started, I would do that myself. I don't need you to start bombarding me with like alarms and warnings and stuff that I can't disable. All you're doing by incorporating those safety measures is stressing out your pilots. We know how much battery is left. We're watching it constantly. Of course we are. I'm not gonna be flying over the ocean with 10% battery. I mean, I'm sure some people do that, but in my opinion, if you're that dumb, you deserve to lose your drone anyway. DJI also offers a care refresh insurance where you pay an additional 50 bucks. It gives you some insurances on your drone. If it breaks, I believe it's not that much to get it repaired. It's like 50 bucks to get it replaced or repaired. If it decides to fly away, here's the kicker. It says that there's flyaway protection, and they'll check the flight records and see like what happened and then replace your drone, but it's not free. I think it was $225 or $250 to get it replaced. What am I paying for here if I have to rebuy the drone anyway if it decides to fly away? If you guys can see in the flight records that it was the drone's fault that it flew away, in my opinion, you should be replacing our drones. One of the other things I noticed as a first impression is the thumbsticks on this controller. This one is the stock size of the thumbstick. This is one that I modified. It's a tiny little nub. If you've ever played Xbox or PlayStation, you know that the thumbsticks aren't very tall. By comparison, I mean, it's almost double. So what I did was, obviously, I cut it down to be about the same height as the Xbox controller, and I'm way happier for it. Obviously, you need to be kind of handy to be able to do that. I don't have to take the sticks off to put it back into its case, which is super nice because it's annoying to have to pull out the sticks when you're messing with a drone and trying to get everything ready and everything, the last thing I want to be doing is anything extra. So just having the sticks built in and small enough that they're comfortable is way easier in my opinion. And while we're on the subject of the controller, this controller is super comfortable. Don't get me wrong, it's an awesome controller. If you've ever played video games before and you haven't piloted a drone, a DJI drone is a great place to start because it is super intuitive to fly this thing. Taking video and photo with this controller is super simple. It's really easy to pan side to side or strafe. The wheel on the side here actually controls the tilt of the gimbal in front, which is really nice. The thing turns on a dime. Obviously it doesn't turn perfectly on a dime. It still obeys the laws of physics and skids if you turn while you're going forward, but it's super agile for what it is, and the balance on the drone, the way it kind of keeps itself steady even in wind, is amazing. But anyway, this isn't a full review, it's just a first impression, so it's not going to be a super long video. I wanted to show you guys some test footage, so let's get to that now. So anyway, in closing, my first impression of this drone is it is just awesome. DJI knocked it out of the park with the Mini 2 in my opinion. This drone is awesome if you just want to dip your toes into the drone world. I didn't see myself going real deep and spending a whole hell of a lot of money on a drone in the first place. I just wanted something to play with and, you know, get some decent shots from up above. Obviously, you can't do super low light or anything crazy with this drone, but it's a great entry-level drone at a reasonable price. But thank you for joining me on this first impression, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!